Hey everybody, welcome back to Financial Wellness University. I am Joe Brown, your coach and teacher on this journey to financial wellness. And today I just wanted to go over the importance of having multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income. If you don't have multiple streams already, make it a goal to add to the current stream of income that you have at least one more. I'll tell you more why that's important. As I said, we're going to talk about multiple streams of income and the importance of having those. There's been studies that have been done that show that the average millionaire has at least 7 streams of incomes. 7 streams. Now, these incomes sometimes have relationship to one another. Sometimes they're separate incomes that are totally unrelated. The importance of having multiple streams of income, or the mistake that most people make when they have multiple streams of income, is that their lifestyle adjusts to all the income they make, which really creates the same problem that you run into if you only had one income, which is when your income drops, you're in trouble, you're in dire circumstances, you're in emergency mode, rather than using the multiple streams as a way to fill in and keep you going so you don't suffer a setback or a loss when one stream of income goes away. If you depend on every stream of income for your lifestyle, then you really don't benefit from having multiple streams of income. You might have a more higher lifestyle and more lavish, if you will, but if you're living paycheck to paycheck, even with multiple streams of income, and the paycheck doesn't come in, you're still in trouble. And the whole benefit of having multiple streams of income isn't that not just that you can live higher, but that you can live more securely, because you don't depend on any one stream of income to manage your lifestyle. And what do I mean by that? Say, for instance, that you make $40,000 a year. Well, if you get a second stream of income that brings in, say, $10,000, well, don't raise your living to include that 40 and that 10, which means you're living off of 50, but still begin to live off the 40, which in essence, you're not really living off of 40, because if you're giving and investing, you're only living off of 75 to 80% of what you bring home anyway. So if you have an extra 10,000 set aside, that's going to be used to grow your emergency fund to that 3 to 6 month of your take-home expenses. That's going to be used to jumpstart investments. That's going to be used to get yourself out of debt, so that you'll stay out of debt and you can be debt-free, so that every dollar that you make isn't allocated to a creditor, but every dollar you make is going to help you grow your own net worth, help you grow your own wealth. So people say, well, I make a high income, I don't need a second income. It doesn't matter how high your income is. A second stream of income is always good. Say, for instance, you make $500,000, but if you still work for somebody, you can still be fired. And if your lifestyle is based on living $500,000, what happens if that income stops? Now you're in trouble. But if you made $500,000, if you made $500,000 and you lived off of $250,000 or $300,000, then you can use the difference to strengthen you financially. And for any reason where your income might have dropped, then you can use that other money that you had, that you saved, the difference, as a way to fill in the gaps. So that's one of the main benefits of having multiple streams of income, is that your income isn't based on one source. No one employer, no one manager, supervisor, or place of employment has that much hold and strangle or control of your life. That gives you an added sense of security to know that I got 4 streams of income, right? If you could say, I got 4 streams of income, I'm living off of only one, it might be a point where those other 3 income sources will surpass my main or my current stream that I'm living off. And now I can put that stream aside. I can tell that job goodbye, because now I've replaced it with something even higher. And I don't have to necessarily increase my standard of living, but now I've freed some time up. So now I can do more in less time and still make the same amount of money, or still make even more money. So those are some of the benefits of having multiple streams of income. Even if you're a multimillionaire, it's easy to take some of that money, instead of living off, instead of blowing it, which isn't uncommon for a lot of celebrity income, where all of a sudden they're poor or middle class one day, and then they sign a contract, and the next day, they are a multimillionaire, and you don't know how to use all that money. You don't know how to react to having that money. And your first impulse, your first reaction is to go on a spending spree. But that's why I have 7 phases of financial wellness that I help you go through to understand there's more things that you need to be good at when it pertains to money other than earning. Because there's a lot of great earners, but just because you're a great earner doesn't make you a great manager of that money that you earn. And one of the ways to better manage that income is to segment it in such a way where you're not living off the whole amount, and that extra amount is dedicated to doing things that eventually will actually give you a multiple streams of income. That's why, like say Magic Johnson, the former basketball superstar. I mean, he started businesses. He went for ownership of different franchises. He didn't just depend on his salary, or keeping in line with basketball, you might have an endorsement deal. Okay, so you got your salary, but take your endorsements, and rather than spend that up, take your endorsement money and start a business. Take your endorsement money and build a fund for some other things that may be important to you. Take your endorsement money to invest in the stock market. Take your endorsement money and not live off of it, but use it as a way to shield against if that main income was to ever be cut or shortened. Because if you're in sports, the sports lifestyle or the sports life cycle can be very short. It could be less than 10 years that you're a professional athlete, and then it's over. So what do you do when that high income is all gone? Well, if you haven't used part of it to invest and part of it to start businesses and to definitely live debt-free. Why would someone who has multi-millions go into debt? I really don't understand that. So, but the idea is that use it to get you ahead. It doesn't make sense to make a whole lot of money and still be struggling. So multiple streams of income is very important. And don't put all your faith in any one income, no matter how high it is, because it can always go away. But what's the likelihood of all your streams, if you had 7, all of them going away at once? And you could be diversified in terms of like a real estate property. You know, you don't want to depend solely on one property, because that property can burn down, the tenant could leave. But a lot of times when people invest in real estate or stuff like that, they have multiple pieces of property. Like if you have a franchise, you have multiple franchises, not just one franchise. So even if you're in business, have multiple streams of income. Have more than one product, you know, so that you create streams within streams, but you shield yourself, you protect yourself away from being devastated by one income going away. And that's really one of the main benefits of having multiple streams, is that one stream is not going to ruin your day. One stream is not going to ruin your life, because you have other ways of continuing your lifestyle without that one stream of income. So if this has helped, please subscribe so that you will get more videos that help you on this journey of financial wellness. And hit that like button so more people will see the video. And again, I thank you for visiting the channel, and have a blessed day.